of Hollywood's busiest actors, a man who in a career spanning over 20 years has scored countless roles on both the big and the small screen.
Yeah, he's all over the place, this guy, from a terrorist in Die Hard 2 to an FBI agent in the X-Files. Robert Patrick has done it all, but his breakthrough role was in Terminator 2 as the bad guy. That made him one of Hollywood's most recognisable and kind of scariest faces. And Robert Patrick joins us live now. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Larry, it's a pleasure to be here, man. Kylie, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Great to see you.
I'm a little bit scared because I've seen you kill a man without even, all he heard was this. So I know if you don't like a question, you just, I could get killed.
Yeah, you know, I still have that capability. Be careful around here. We're so close to it right here.
Yeah, right.
Of all the roles you've done, is it that one, the Terminator 2 one?
Absolutely. Terminator 2 definitely put me on the map. I'd done a bunch of low-budget movies for Roger Corman and sort of the king of the B movies, and so had Jim Cameron. And he saw me in a play, and I went down and auditioned for him. We got the role, and it's been a life-changing experience, you know. It's 20 years ago. I look back to that guy, I go, good God almighty.
He was one
now
tough,
look at me.
He
what
was
happened?
a tough character. Arnold Schwarzenegger remembers those days as his low-budget art house days.
Is that right? That's a low-budget $90 million movie right there.
What was that like, coming from what you were doing to landing on a set with Schwarzenegger and 90 million?
Well, you know, it's interesting because I was born in the South and grew up in the Midwest, and I was living in Ohio, and I was trying to figure out how do I get in the business. I'd acted as a child from like 3rd grade on and done a lot of things, but I'd never really taken it seriously as a business and didn't know anyone in Hollywood. So I moved out here and did like every other actor and got a job bartending and waiting tables and lived in my car for a while. And it's interesting. And then like 6 years later, you know, you're in this $90 million movie. It's just amazing how things happen. It's really incredible.
Acting being such a fickle business, Robert, when you did that, did you go, thank goodness now I can relax, I'm a big Hollywood star, roles are going to come with me, or did you think, oh, I may never work again because I never know where the next movie's coming from?
Well, it's a little bit of both, Kylie.
Yeah?
Once we got through the process of actually making the film, I was pretty satisfied with the end result, so I thought, well, that should assure me at least some offers.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you go through a whole period where you've got to prove yourself over again, and you've got to sort of reinvent yourself and do different things and prove that you're more than just a liquid metal Terminator. And you know, and that's the great challenge, I think. You know, so.
But you did that, and you did it very successfully in the X-Files, right?
The X-Files was a great thing for me. It came along at a point in my career where I was looking to do a little bit more well-written pieces. I'd done The Sopranos. I hadn't really paid attention to TV as an avenue, as a medium, you know, to get into. And now we all know television is just unbelievable, the writing that's on TV.
Yeah.
So all actors are, you know, going into TV and doing movies and back and forth.
Because we're seeing some of our biggest Hollywood stars on TV shows now.
Absolutely. I think the whole paradigm has shifted, and I think that actors are looking for quality material, and when they get a chance to do good work, like, you know, shows like Breaking Bad, True Blood, Mad Men, you know, there's all sorts of great stuff on the small box.
Yeah. How do you pick and choose your roles these days?
Well, that's interesting too, because you're trying to find things that are going to keep you interested in the craft and stretch you a little bit, but you're also, you know, there are financial considerations. What's good for my family? Do I like these people? Do I want to go work with this particular director? So it's by, you know, reading the script, seeing if you're interested in the role. If you want to work with the director, some of the, you know, I've taken parts for just the opportunity to do a scene with Denzel Washington, you know, in Safe House, just to be able to work with him. And that's more or less what it, you know, how I go about it. You know,
I hate this question, but sometimes we get a kind of interesting answer. Any regrets along the way?
Oh, I'm sure I have some regrets, but I try to forget those. But
or do
as quickly as I can.
Or do they make you stronger?
Well, they actually do make you stronger, I bet. Yeah, absolutely. I've really enjoyed it. It's been, it's 20 years. I think I'm starting my third decade of this, and it's really a marathon. It's not a quick sprint. So as long as I keep getting good opportunities, I'll be happy.
As a gentleman from the South.
Yes.
How have you
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. I've been there.
It's beautiful.
How have you survived so long in this crazy town?
Well, I have a great wife. I've been married 22 years now, I believe. I met her in 1984, and I've stayed really grounded with that. I've got a good family, and you just try not to get caught up in all the glitter and just keep your feet on the ground. And
is that easier said than done, though?
It's easier said than done. Exactly. You've got to have good friends around you and people around you that can keep you grounded.
You got kids, right?
Personally. Yeah, I have two. My oldest daughter is here. She's sitting over there playing on her phone.
Texting.
Texting, exactly. She's opening me up to the whole world of texting now and all that. So
I reckon
I don't tweet, but she does, and my wife does.
I reckon the bravest boy in the world will be the boy who dates your daughter and comes to your house for approval, knowing full well that you could kill him with liquid steel.
That's why she doesn't have a boyfriend. I'm sure.
Look at those blue eyes.
Oh, Kylie, don't look into his eyes. Seriously, that's what turns him to metal.
That'll do it. That'll switch me just like that.
You got some big movies coming out. Tell us about those.
It's been a good year. We've got The Gangster Squad is coming out September 7th. That's Josh Brolin, Sean Penn, Nick Nolte, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Michael Pena, Anthony Mackie, myself.
Wow. So some unknowns.
A lot of unknown guys there. And that is a film that takes place in Los Angeles in 1949. There was a gangster here named Mickey Cohen, and Josh Brolin's character puts together pretty much an assassin team to go in and wreak havoc on his business. Okay, Nick Nolte's the chief of police. He recruits him to do that. And Sean's playing Mickey Cohen. And it's a great period piece. Ruben Fleischer directed it. Very, very excited about it. Warner Brothers picture. I just did another Warner Brothers picture with Clint Eastwood, Trouble with the Curve.
Oh, wow.
So Clint is acting in it, so I got to act with Clint. It's the second time I've worked with Clint. He directed me in Flags of Our Fathers. Amy Adams is in that, Justin Timberlake. I'm
going to have to bend down and pick all these names you're dropping.
I'm dropping them like crazy. Well, that's the cast. It's the cast. Linda Lovelace. We did the Lovelace story.
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone is played my wife in that. Amanda Seyfried is Lovelace.
Oh, how did your wife?
And I'm trying to think of the Melissa McCarthy thing.
Yeah.
How did your wife feel about you playing opposite Sharon Stone?
Oh, she's all for it. Yeah, she's excited. She wants to see me do well, and she gets excited when I do. I've always had a crush on Sharon Stone, so I was only disappointed there wasn't a love scene, to be honest with you.
What about when your kids come to you and say, Dad, want to follow in those footsteps, knowing that you've spent time sleeping in the car, that you waited bars, and it's taken you a long time?
It's worth it, man. I mean, I think I'm incredibly lucky that I'm able to do something that I'm passionate about. I love acting. There's nothing else I want to do. I'm so grateful. It's not a birthright. It's something that, it's something you have to work really hard to make happen. And I've really, really been blessed. And if that's what my kids want to do, I'm all behind them. Give them all the support I can.
Great.
Robert,
Absolutely.
terrific talking to you.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
It's been a real treat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is the beard something for a role or something you're trying out?
This is a look for True Blood.
Yeah.
I'm playing a werewolf on that show, Alcide's father. And it's also the look for the character in Identity Theft with Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy.
Right. Well,
did you work with our friend Ryan Quanten in that one? In True Blood? Ryan Quanten in True Blood.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I don't have any scenes with him, but I met Ryan, and he's great. He's terrific.
A good guy.
I'm amazed at the number of Australians that are working in our industry. There's 2 Australian actors that are on my new TV series that I'm doing for ABC called Last Resort. One is Daisy Betts, and another
She's on later. She's on today.
Yeah. Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Daisy Betts and Daniel Lessing, I believe is his name.
Right. They're everywhere, those Australians.
The Australians are everywhere.
Are you okay with that?
I'm fantastic with that, and they do a great American accent. That's what's interesting. Is
Yeah,
you talk with them, and then all of a sudden you hear them doing the American accent.
But-
Daisy's fantastic.
But
at
can you do an Aussie one?
Not very well. Not very well.
Can you give it a go or not really?
No worries, mate. No worries, mate.
A little bit of Irish in there.
There's a little bit of Irish. I had to work on
It was great to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet
you know,
you,
in that
Larry.
movie Terminator, a bunch of mates and I, we tried to replicate that running style that you had. It was
hard
an
to do.
impossible running style.
Well, I stole from a lot of people. Ben
Right.
Johnson, the track star, I stole from him, and it was difficult.
It was amazing. Great to see you.
All right.
Thank you.
Very nice to
Good
meet you.
chat.
Very nice.
Thanks, Ron.
Big thrill. All right.